Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. Hope all of you are having a great day today. I am doing fantastic myself, just hanging out on the top of the world, no less. You know what I mean? Just hanging out, looking over the peasants on my server. I'm just kidding. I do hope all of you are having a great day. Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun. We're actually doing a lot of different things today, which is good. We need to switch it up a little bit. We've been in kind of a rut, so we're going to be doing that. In the next couple of episodes, I'm going to be going around the Hermitcraft server and asking the different hermits that I see about their favorite things in Minecraft, some of their favorites, their likes, their dislikes. It's going to be a lot of fun. Today, we speak to Cub about some of the things he thinks about Minecraft. So in the next episode, who should I talk to? Let me know down in the comment section below. Today, we also, again, switch it up. We're making a farm today. Now, I know it's crazy. We're making a farm this late into the season. It's a little bit weird, but I do have a plan. I really want to make a mini game, but before I can make a mini game, I've got to stockpile a bunch of different types of items to be able to make that mini game. So to be able to make that game, I got to make a farm. So we're making the farm today, hanging out with Cubs today, having a lot of fun on the server. It's going to be a good time. Friendly reminder before we get into the video, I am trying to hit 1 million subs this year. If you would like to help that goal out, first thing that you can do is subscribe, like the video, turn notifications on for when they come out. When I hit 900k, I am going to be doing a special video. And when I hit 900k subs, I have decided I'm going to be doing a special video where I do sort of a day in the life of a member of the Hermitcraft server in the game itself, talking about how I make these videos and the whole process. It's going to be a really cool idea, I promise you. So first thing we're doing, meeting up with Cub. Let's get to it. Oh, you were at Hunger.
You want to do which one do you want to do? You want to do some TCG, Hunger Hermits?
I can do both. I was just touching grass. I'm so close to beating the high score, man. I've gotten Skiz has 22 right now, and I've gotten it like 3 times in a row, and I just can't.
How many times have you and Skiz played? Like how many times do you guys?
The first season I did a
Several
lot.
hundred?
Yeah. Turn that sounds off. I did a lot the first season, and then couldn't beat the high score, so I think I got like 3rd place because me and Skiz tied. Yeah. But right now he's in the lead. Well, I guess we're tied again because I got 22 a couple times, but they have an extra fishing rod now. So I have a question for you.
Sure.
Because I've been thinking about this a lot, and if you had to pick what you think is the best enchantment in Minecraft, what do you think it is, and why is it feather falling?
Oh, I was gonna say mending, but
you think so?
Oh yeah, it's by far the most powerful.
Cub. Okay, one last. Well, here's my thought process. Right, the modern Minecraft player flies everywhere, and feather falling negates so much damage that you kind of take it for granted.
It's a lot. The only reason I wouldn't say feather falling though is because we got stuff like slow falling potions and water buckets that can like help save you.
Okay, well,
but it's definitely like one of the top, like say like 4 or 5 most most powerful.
How do you feel about mending as an enchantment though? Do you, because like I've been talking to other, not this isn't like me trying to petition Mojang to remove this from the game. I'm just genuinely curious. I've been asking around what people think, and do you feel as though mending should be changed?
I think it should.
My idea for mending is degrade it, right? If a tool has mending, every time you repair it or use a certain amount of durability, it loses a total durability loss of a couple like durability or something. But
oh, I see.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah.
So, any ideas on how you would change it?
I would make it so that it's like basically it allows it to still be repaired. So you can repair it with like if you had a diamond pickaxe, you could use like a diamond to repair it, or netherite pickaxe could use like netherite scraps to repair it, while also reducing the anvil work penalty. So it doesn't get more expensive to repair.
So you want to make it even better?
Yeah, basically make it so your tools can't break ever, so you can always repair.
Oh my God, Cub. How could you? No. How do you feel about Infinity?
It's broken. It's broken. Straight up.
I personally, I use it because it's like the best, but if they were to remove it, I would be happy. You know, I have a million arrows that I don't use at all. So
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, yeah.
And final enchantment question: do you prefer Silk Touch or Fortune?
I usually do Silk Touch,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, whenever you're mining Fortune, I actually have both on me right now.
Yeah, I think the normal Minecraft player tends to keep both on them, but
yeah.
I don't know. I think everybody's always like Fortune Silk Mending is the best, but I genuinely feel like Feather Falling is the best enchantment in Minecraft. Like,
fair enough. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah.
But
it definitely saves you the most times, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. But I can't believe that you want to make mending better. And by the way, just a quick question of a Minecraft thing here. If you have mending on a tool, can you not use diamonds to repair it? Like if it's a diamond tool?
You can already do that, but because of the work penalty, every time you repair it, it becomes more expensive. So you can only repair it like a maximum of like 5 times, I think. So it's not infinite.
Yeah. One other thing that I've been thinking about is a way to incorporate emeralds into tools better. How do you feel about emerald tipped tools? So like a tool modifier of sorts that would maybe, I don't think it would increase mining speed, but maybe durability a little bit, or like a different attribute of some sort. But
like, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I don't think emeralds are the right thing for that though. But,
what would you
I think
use
it's a good
them?
idea. I would probably use something like maybe like either a new mineral or like reutilizing like a mineral that they, or a block that they added, like that you could find somewhere.
Maybe amethyst would be pretty good for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think emeralds are kind of like the villager currency, and I think
that's fair.
Like they want to keep it that way. So
I think that there's some merit to using amethyst, like the shards, because they're fine, like kind of mystical.
Maybe,
you know, but I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, then final question: you can remove anything from Minecraft. What are you removing? What is your least favorite thing in the game that you're like, you're deving and you're like, all right, this is gone right away, day 1, hour 1, what's gone?
Good question. What's the thing I want to remove? I gotta think about this.
Yeah, that's a tough one. We can go do some Hungry Hermits while you think about it if you want, but for me personally, if I had like phantoms, 100%.
Phantoms, I would move phantoms to the end.
That's not a bad idea. We do need more end mobs, I think, so that works out pretty well. Do you change anything about them, the drops or anything, or just? I think
no, I think it's good. Like, you could use the drops to repair elytras. I think it fits better in the end anyway.
Yeah. Okay, and then a controversial question. Do you think there should be stairs and slabs for everything in the game?
Not everything, but more things.
Yes. I think that like existing blocks that make sense, like maybe not cracked stone brick stairs in the sense that they would like fall apart in real life, but
right.
I personally don't think we need them for everything, but I also think that Mojang is like saving that update for their like, okay, we're in trouble, you know. So yeah, maybe, yeah. I don't know.
As far as removing something, I'm not really sure what I would remove.
You just love the game so much.
Let me look in my things here and see if I would remove anything from this.
Oh shit!
Nothing from there.
I just didn't even realize that. See, there we go.
I don't know. Maybe one of the magenta. Are the
he said the
pink glazed terracotta?
The terracottas gotta go now. Oh, and because I'm gonna ask other hermits these questions as well.
Yeah.
So, food in Minecraft.
Yep.
The base game has so many options.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why you think they're not adding more into the game? Because think about it like this, right? We have cocoa beans and we have cake, chocolate cake. Do you think it's more of they don't want to make the inventory worse, or would you like to see fried eggs, or we've got so many options, but it feels so limited. You either eat golden carrots or you eat cooked food. That's it. I feel like that's very limited.
It's limited, and I think they all could also do well with like sort of leveling the playing field when it comes to food. Because right now, golden carrots and steak and like cooked pork chops, maybe one or two other things are just way above everything else. So I think if they sort of leveled that out a little bit more to make other food options viable, I think that'd be better than adding more food.
Personally, I would love to see a work table come into the game for a new villager. Maybe a chef or something. I don't know what they're gonna call it some obscure
chef with the big hat. Just like the Hunger Hermits we're right next to right now.
For a fact, awesome, if they bring in a villager and it's a chef, it's gonna be like some artisan cooker, because that's how they do things. But
with the stone-fired furnace.
I would
pulls out a little pizza pie.
I would love to see a food update, just sole food update. New work tables, a couple new like furnaces, whatever.
You know what they really need to do, Jev? You know what they really need to add? One food item they need to add?
What's that?
Glistering melon. Make it edible.
Interesting.
Because you got the golden carrot.
Yeah.
You got the golden melon, but the golden melon can't be eaten, but the golden carrot can. Make it make sense, Jeff. It doesn't make any sense.
What an absolute sham. What a sham.
Crazy.
All right.
Absolutely crazy, man.
But personally, I feel like the game right now is in a very good state. Obviously, inventory is kind of cooked, but
I gotta say they've been adding some really good stuff for the 121.5 update, like the ambient sounds, dog personalities. They got grass you can place on sand. They got cactus flowers, like a lot of small things, but like quality of life things that are really gonna help out, I think.
So did they ever fix the leaf petals being placed, like the leaf litter being placed on only leaves? Or
you can place them on all like solid block surfaces now.
When did they change that?
Pretty recently.
All right. Okay, we are done hanging out with Cub. Like I had mentioned, I really want to get opinions from other hermits about some of the things that they really like about Minecraft, some of their favorite enchantments, favorite blocks, but also the other end of that, what do they dislike about Minecraft, things they would add. Those things are like a lot of fun, because although we all play together, I think there's going to be a lot of different opinions, and I'm really looking forward to looking further into that. So let me know again in the comments who I should ask next. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we're making a farm today. We're actually making a raid farm. The raid farm is for two reasons. Number one, I am making a mini game, and maybe about 2 or 3 episodes. To make the mini game, I need a few things. One of those things is totems, but I also need totems because I die a lot and I'm really bad at Minecraft. I like to have fun with Minecraft, and so I do stupid things and die a lot, and it's fun. But with the raid farm changes, I run out of totems a lot, so it's kind of a twofold type of thing. This is going to be kind of a tutorial, because this raid farm that we're making is quite literally the easiest raid farm you'll ever make. There's almost no danger to it. There's no redstone. It's so simple. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and when we come back, I kind of want to talk about the game just a little bit. So let's get into it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. The first thing that we need to talk about is location. This is one of the most important decisions for your farm. First, you need a villager and easy access to a villager. So I'm going to be taking from this village, and I am going to be building out here in the ocean. You can also build this in the sky. Ocean's a lot easier. Just make sure that there's no land within about 128 blocks. And if there is, you shouldn't have to worry about it too much. The only thing you really need to take in mind is that villager raids or pillager raids can spawn within 64 blocks. So I'm going to just kind of pick right out here somewhere. Not even going to put a lot of thought into it. All right, next part of this tutorial is to start the platform. Make yourself a 11 by 11 square on the water's edge, just like I'm doing here. Now that we have our platform done, we need to start building up the walls. Go all the way around 6 blocks tall. Now, some of these blocks that you are placing will be removed, but it's just easier to do it in this process. So all the way around 6 blocks high. The next part of this is to set up the area where the villager is going to be coming in. We're going to make this the side that's closest to the village. So I'm going to go ahead and put some walls in here, just like so. Oh, I don't want to lose any blocks though. Okay, we have that. This is going to come out 2 blocks just like this. Then I'm going to break out from the center over here. It's going to be 2 by 3. Spot here, here again, 2 by 3, and then do the same thing on the other side. All this is just windows and doors. We don't want to be sitting in the dark. That would be bad. First things first, let's make some doors and windows. Just go ahead and fill these all in just like this. And then, so I am doing this instead of using fence posts or anything like that, because sometimes this farm will spawn a Ravager outside of it. And this is an easy way to kill the Ravager. You won't have any problems. Next up, we have the windows and doors. Then let's grab a few chests. We are going to put 4 chests on each side, just like so. This is just for extra storage and things you may need for the raid farm. Now this part's totally optional. On top of the chest, I'm going to be doing upside down stairs. Because we're going to be having water above, there's going to be dripping, and I hate it. So I'm going to prepare for that. So now that we have that layer done, I'm going to mine out the center where we have our block here. Just like that. This is the spot where the mobs are going to fall down. Another thing that we want to do is we're going to use packed ice here just to help the raid mobs fall into this spot a little bit easier. There we go. So just something like that. Now that we have that done, we're going to put full blocks down around this, just like that. And then from there, we will use trapdoors. So we'll put trapdoors here. We just want to make sure that when these mobs don't fall down, nothing kind of runs out. Although there shouldn't be any baby mobs, I think it's just helpful a bit. So trapdoors just like that. Now that that is done, let's remove this block, and this is where we're going to grab our wither roses and our soul sand. Put that in that center block that you just had, and then put the wither rose there. Now I'm going to use a little bit of decor just like this and circle that. That's not needed. Essentially, this bottom portion is done. We'll need to get the villager still, so let's go up top and work on that now. Now going to the top of this, we are going to start mining out the middle blocks and the corner blocks. Now this is just at the very top of this, at that top of the 6 blocks that we placed earlier. Now we're mining these out because this is where mobs are going to spawn in, and sometimes the mobs will stand here rather than moving. Kind of an issue, but using wither roses here is a way to help that. Now, one thing I've got to mention is that Hermitcraft plays with fire tick off, which means I can put lava in things. So you will need to likely use iron bars or something like that mobs can walk through with lava. But for me, I'm fine. So let's go ahead and place all of these down just like so. And then on the outside walls, I want you to place trapdoors down. This is just going to help our mobs think that there's a full block there, and we can have them walk off a little bit easier. So just, all right, let's go ahead and place the lava down. So we're going to place a block over the hole and then place a fence gate down. This is going to be the bottom. We can go ahead and open that, go up a block, and then just going to place a circle of blocks all the way around this. It's not needed, but it makes your life a little bit easier. So now here, 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 we can break those blocks out now. Pretty straightforward stuff. Now we just want to make sure that we open those fence gates. That way mobs can come through it. This is going to be this will kill the Ravager. Now that that's done, hold shift and jump and place the lava, not on yourself. Don't do that. That's bad. We don't want to do that. Might be easier to block up, actually. That's hilarious. Can't have tutorials without a little bit of fail, guys. Come on now. There we go. So just like that. I'm not perfect, I promise. Okay, anyways. Now that we have our lava in place, there's really only a few little things left to do. First things first, we've got to put fences around the outside. So the next part of this is to stop the raid mobs from falling off of the platform. We want to keep them inside. Now we do have an issue sometimes with the Ravagers doing that, but all I'm going to do is just place a block down, move it out one, and then I'm going to get on top because I want this to be as easy as possible. So now all I'm going to do is just go all the way around this one time. So to finish the rest of the top portion of this farm up, we just need to place water down in each corner. You'll probably get withered. It's going to be fine. You could probably jump over them, but it's no big deal. You'll be all right. So get the water in place, and then now it is time to work on getting the villagers. This raid farm work properly, you need two things. First, you need a villager that has a profession. Actually, I'm not even sure that it needs a profession. That's something you guys will have to tell me about because I don't know that part, but we do want to give it a work table just to be safe. Now the villager will sleep here, and you're probably thinking like, Kevin, won't that like leave the area? Yes, it will. So what I'm going to be doing is placing trap doors right here, and then on top as well. So all the way across on both of those levels. We don't want the villager to leave. So let's place the blocks down and cover this up just like so. Next up, all we need to do is make sure that we grab a villager that is a non-Nimrod, or I believe those are Nimrods, right? I can't remember what they're called. Regardless, just make sure that he's not a green coat. And then the rest of that's pretty easy. We just need to grab him and take him back to our farm. So place this down. Hi, fill in my boat, please. Thank you. Okay, get out of my way. And we're heading back. So because of the changes to Minecraft, you will need ominous bottles to make this work, obviously. So the best way to do this is to find yourself a pillager outpost. Now, if you have an elytra, your life just got way easier. So when you see one of these guys, just run up and give them a couple whacks. There you go. Grab the bottle. Now fly away. 128 blocks. That way they despawn. So you don't need to make it anything super specific or exact. Just, you know, think you got it, fly back. And what this is going to do is cycle the spawns. So you can just keep flying back and forth if you have the rockets to do so. And then again, every time you can just keep getting bottles over and over again. Now, there are some pros and cons to the farm that we are about to use. Number one, you can use a sword to kill them. The problem with that is that when evokers come down, they will spawn vexes, and the vexes will be able to kill you pretty easily because you're in a confined space. This is also a bit of an AFK farm. You can drink the potion, let the mobs die, collect the totems. Kind of your choice. Now, I don't need emeralds or anything like that, so I'm going to let them do their thing, but the first couple of rounds shouldn't be a problem. But if you know when the evokers spawn, then you're good to go. So we'll drink a Bad Omen 4 bottle here. There we go. So now we have the Bad Omen effect. There's a slight cooldown, so I'm going to go into free camp. Okay, so the raid is about to start. There we go. Raid is triggered. Now, there's always that cooldown period. So when the mobs spawn, they will spawn inside the platform. Because the villager is below the platform, they will immediately shoot off the edge. So just watch and see here. Okay, there we go. As you can see, they're all going to flow in, start dying, and you literally just stand there. Now, again, I can kill these guys if I want to. And this round is fine. You'll get some emeralds out of this when they spawn the proper guys. But you got to be careful. You got to be careful for those evokers. Those guys are nasty. Now, what I want to show you is the Ravager side of things, because like I said, there is a little bit of an issue with Ravagers shooting out of the farm. So let's just watch it again. As you can see, all we've got to do is stand here. Eventually they will start funneling into the trap that we have made. The ice will help that. Let's go ahead and start killing these guys. Just make it go a little bit faster. There we go. Simple farm. Simple farm. Makes your life way easier than it needs to be, chat. All right. Got some emeralds. All right. Awesome. Next round. I want to see the Ravagers. So, okay. I think this one should have a Ravager. There we go. There's the issue that I'm running into. That happens about 50% of the time. I'm going to fix it though. But this is why we use the glass here, right? Now, I can just stand here and hit him. May likely be the final round of the raid. We've got 2 Ravagers. I think I saw 2 or 3 different evokers in there. Now, there is an issue that I am noticing with the Ravagers sort of not moving properly. They tend to try to avoid the lava, of course. I think that's kind of fixed by moving to the position of the player. Sometimes they will try to maneuver themselves to fix that. Okay, and with that being said, we are done with the raid. That was not hard at all, guys. And on top of that, from that singular raid, from the bottle of the bottle 4 of the potion that we took, the ominous bottle 4, level 4, we got 8 totems and then a bunch of other stuff. Now this could be way more lucrative if we are killing the mobs, but we don't really need to do that. Well, again, if you want to do that, that's fine, but I have no need for that. So the only thing I'm here for are these. So one of the reasons, as I had mentioned in the previous part of this episode, I'm collecting these because I think I'm going to use them in a game that I want to make. So I am excited because now we have an easy way to get a ton of totems. Okay, everybody. So now that we are done with our farm, we can kind of talk about the game that I want to make. Now, I've had this idea for a maze game in Minecraft for most of this season, but I wasn't really sure how I wanted to do it. And I finally kind of got to the point where I'm like, okay, I actually think I can make this. So first things first, it's going to be a gigantic sort of overgrown temple-esque maze runner type of game. So you'll go in and your goal is to not really necessarily finish the maze. You have to, but your goal is to find the idols within the maze. The more idols you find, the higher your score is. But one other thing that we are going to be doing within this maze is there's going to be locked rooms. There's going to be locked doors, basically. But we'll likely call them secret rooms or something like that. And those will use the ominous keys that we've been collecting. So as you go through the game, maybe you've got to answer a riddle or a puzzle, or you find a chest, you get a key, you go into a room, you find an extra totem, right? The game is built around finding the idols and exploring the maze and its secrets. And I do want to put maybe some other stuff into it. I don't know if I want to spoil it too much, but it should be a fun time. And I have like sort of an Aztec sort of temple idea for it, for the build itself. It's going to be pretty big. Also, I think that inside of this maze, we're going to do some parkour jumps, like lava jumps and things like that. Not just have a maze, right? We want to have multiple attractions inside of it. So that's kind of the idea that I'm going for. So that's why I needed all of those totems. And we're going to start sort of building that soon, I think. So next episode, we're going to get back to the castle. We're going to be building a few side rooms on this and kind of just working more on it, trying to get more of it done. And then the episode after that, I think, is when we're going to start that. So, because I need some time to gather the things that I need. And the great thing about the Totem of Undying is that it already looks like an idol. So I don't think I'm even going to have a custom texture made. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe like a tiki totem or something like that for those things are called. But it should be pretty fun. And if you have any ideas for the game, I would love to hear what you have to say. I think it would be kind of cool to maybe make the game where you've got to go through the maze, but find 4 different color totems or idols as well. Like, that could be fun. There's a couple different ways to approach this, so I'm interested to hear what you think. So that is going to do it for today's episode. I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support tremendously. Don't forget, guys, trying to hit 1 million subs. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notifications for when the video comes out. Those things mean so much to me. So thank you so much for all of your support. I hope all of you have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much. This is iJevin. Peace.